Yo, let's keep it a buck. The rap game is a roller coaster. It's a wild ride, full of ups and downs, twists and turns. One moment, you're on top of the world, feeling invincible, and the next, you're plummeting into the depths of obscurity. One minute, you're on top of the charts, diamonds blinding, champagne flowing. The crowd's energy is electric, and you feel like you can conquer anything. The lights, the fame, the adoration. It's all intoxicating. Next minute, it's crickets. Empty clubs, bad contracts, and your name is yesterday's news. The same people who once cheered for you now barely remember your name. It's a harsh reality, but it's the nature of the game. We've seen it time and time again. Legends fall, empires crumble. The industry is ruthless, and it doesn't care about your past glories. It's always looking for the next big thing, the next hit, the next star. The streets remember, but the industry is fickle. The fans might still hold you in their hearts, but the business moves on. It's a cold game, man, and it doesn't wait for anyone. It's a cold game, man. The highs are high, but the lows can be devastating. It's a constant battle to stay relevant, to keep your name in the spotlight. Remember DMX, rapping legend, voice that could shake a stadium? He was a force to be reckoned with, a true icon in the game. His energy, his passion, it was unmatched. 5 consecutive albums debuted at #1, a feat unmatched. He was on top of the world, living the dream, but even the greatest can fall. But then the demons came knocking. Addiction, legal troubles, the streets pulled him back in. It was a downward spiral and it seemed like there was no way out. He lost it all, his fortune, his freedom, and for a minute, his voice. It was a tragic fall from grace, a reminder of how unforgiving the game can be. It's a cautionary tale, man. A story that serves as a warning to those who think they are invincible. The same game that builds you up can tear you down in an instant. The same game that builds you up can tear you down. It's a double-edged sword, and you have to be prepared for both sides. The glitz and glamour come with a price. Fast money, fast life, it's intoxicating. The allure of the lifestyle can be overwhelming, and it's easy to get caught up in it. But you have to remember it's not all sunshine and rainbows, but the fall is always harder than the climb. The higher you rise, the more painful the descent. It's a harsh reality, but it's the truth. The higher you fly, the further you fall. It's a lesson that many have learned the hard way. The game is unforgiving, and it doesn't show mercy. We've seen it with so many. The pressure, the fame, it takes a toll. It's not just about talent, it's about endurance, about staying strong in the face of adversity. The pressure, the fame, it takes a toll. It can break even the strongest of spirits. But those who can withstand it, who can rise above it, they become legends. But what separates the legends from the one-hit wonders? It ain't just talent, it's resilience. It's the ability to bounce back, to keep pushing forward no matter what. The strength to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and come back stronger. It's about having the heart, the determination, and the will to keep fighting, even when the odds are stacked against you. Look, the streets will test you. Every corner, every alley, it's a challenge. You learn to navigate the chaos, the noise, the constant hustle. But the streets, they have a rhythm, a beat you can move to. It's tough, but it's real. But fame? Fame is a whole different beast. It's glitz and glamour on the surface, but underneath it's a relentless machine. The cameras, the fans, the constant scrutiny. It's like living under a microscope, every move analyzed, every word dissected. It's seductive, man. Money, power, women, it's all there. Whispering promises in your ear. The allure of luxury, the thrill of being on top. But it's a double-edged sword. The higher you climb, the harder you fall. And trust me, the fall is brutal. Easy to get lost in the sauce, lose sight of what's real. The studio becomes your sanctuary, but also your prison. You're surrounded by yes men, people who tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. The pressure is immense. You got record labels breathing down your neck, demanding hits. They don't care about your well-being, just the bottom line. It's a constant grind, a never-ending race to stay relevant. Fake friends everywhere, leeches trying to get a piece of your shine. They smile in your face, but behind your back they're plotting. It's a cutthroat world, and trust is a rare commodity. It's enough to make you crack. The isolation, the paranoia, it eats at you. You start questioning everything, everyone, who's real, who's fake. It's a mental battle, and not everyone wins. And let's not forget the personal demons. Many rappers come from struggle, pain, trauma. They pour their heart and soul into their music, but the demons don't just disappear. They linger, haunting you, no matter how high you rise. They pour their heart and soul into their music, but the demons don't just disappear. They linger, amplified by the spotlight. The more you try to escape, the tighter their grip becomes. They linger, amplified by the spotlight. The more you try to escape, the tighter their grip becomes. It's a vicious cycle, one that's hard to break free from. Substance abuse, mental health struggles, legal troubles, it's a slippery slope. One wrong step, and it's a long way down. The industry doesn't prepare you for this. They glamorize the lifestyle but hide the dark side. One wrong step, and it's a long way down. And the industry, they ain't there to catch you. They move on to the next hot thing, leaving you to pick up the pieces. And the industry, they ain't there to catch you. They move on to the next hot thing, you're left alone, trying to find your way back, trying to remember why you started in the first place. They move on to the next hot thing. The fans, the fame, it all fades. But the music, the passion, that's what remains. It's a tough journey, but for those who stay true to themselves, it's worth it. But listen, ain't all doom and gloom. Life throws curveballs, but it's how you swing back that counts. This ain't about dwelling on the falls, it's about celebrating the comebacks. It's about those moments when you hit rock bottom and find the strength to climb back up. The artists who stared into the abyss and said, nah, not today. They faced their darkest hours and emerged victorious, stronger than ever. Take Snoop Dogg, from gangsta rap icon to facing murder charges, he could have been swallowed whole by the system. The odds were stacked against him, but he beat the case, reinvented himself, and became a global brand. He didn't just survive, he thrived. He diversified, man. Movies, TV, cooking shows, you name it, Snoop conquered it. He showed the world that you can evolve and expand beyond your original path. Then there's T.I. Multiple platinum albums, then bam, prison time. It could have been the end of his story, but it wasn't. He came home, faced his demons, and used his platform to speak truth to power. He didn't let his past define him. He redefined his future, became an advocate for criminal justice reform, a voice for the voiceless. He turned his personal struggles into a mission to help others. These brothers turned their setbacks into opportunities. They didn't just bounce back, they soared to new heights. They owned their mistakes, learned from them, and came back stronger, wiser. They became symbols of resilience and transformation. They showed the world that even when you stumble, you can still rise again. Their stories inspire us to keep pushing forward, no matter the odds. So next time life knocks you down, remember these stories. Remember that resilience isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving against all odds. It's about turning your pain into power, your struggles into strength. It's about writing your own comeback story. Because in the end, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. And these artists, they got back up every single time. Their journeys remind us that resilience is within us all. We just have to find it, nurture it, and let it shine. Look at Jay-Z, from hustling on the streets to becoming a billionaire mogul. He faced countless rejections but never gave up. He built an empire, proving that with determination and vision, you can rise above any circumstance. And let's not forget Missy Elliott. Battling health issues and industry biases, she broke barriers and redefined what it means to be a female rapper. Her resilience and creativity have inspired countless artists to push boundaries and stay true to themselves. These stories of resilience remind us that no matter how tough the journey, the destination is worth it. Keep pushing, keep striving, and never give up. Now let's talk about reinvention. The game changes, trends come and go. Artists gotta adapt, evolve, or risk becoming irrelevant.
It's about pushing boundaries, exploring new sounds, showing your versatility. Look at Jay-Z. Started as a hustler on the streets of Brooklyn, became a hip-hop mogul, a billionaire businessman. He never let himself be boxed in.
Clothing lines, tech ventures, he conquered it all.
Kanye West, another prime example. From soulful beats to experimental sounds, he pushed the boundaries of hip-hop. Love him or hate him, you gotta respect his hustle, his constant evolution.
Reinvention ain't about abandoning your roots. It's about growth, man. It's about showing the world that you ain't a one-trick pony. You got layers, depth. You're here to stay.
Take Snoop Dogg, for instance. From gangsta rap to reggae, even gospel, Snoop's versatility is unmatched. He's a cultural icon, always finding new ways to stay relevant.
And then there's Ice Cube, from NWA to a successful solo career and then Hollywood. He transitioned from rapper to actor, director, and producer.
And let's not forget about Dr. Dre. From pioneering gangsta rap to founding Beats by Dre, his influence is undeniable. Reinvention is the name of the game.
It's about staying true to yourself while embracing change. It's about showing the world that you're not just a phase, but a force to be reckoned with.